Hello, and welcome to this how-to guide for togethervirtually.com to make sure you can get the most out of your website experience. This video guide is for anyone who wants to start listing tours on the Together Virtually website. Whether you're a guide or working on behalf of a guide to list tours, this is a video for you. This video will cover how to submit tours for the website. Before doing this, you'll need to purchase a membership, and part 1 of this video takes you through purchasing your membership step by step. So once you have your membership, you can start listing tours. From the website homepage, click on the top menu item called Promote Your Tours. Now, click on Add Event, and a Submit an Event form will open. Please note the step-by-step methodology shown here is using a laptop, which is the recommended way of doing it. However, if you're using a tablet or a phone to list your tours, the screen might look a bit different, but the principles we're going to talk about remain the same. So firstly, you need to submit an event title, and for consistency, we ask that everyone uses the same format: guide name, location, and tour title. Next, you need to submit a tour description. We recommend keeping this to a maximum of 150 words. There's definitely a sense of less is more here with tours. You should avoid trying to fill this section with lots of hyperlinks. Including one payment link is okay, but listing websites, social channels, and contact information is not appropriate content here. If you want to have this material visible, you should look at taking out a monthly membership, and that'll provide you with a dedicated guide page where all the links you need can be present. Now, when it comes to an event time and date, please make sure this is listed in your time zone. So let's start with the date. So here we're going to select the 10th of January. Next, we need to find the start time. And again, this should be the start time for the guide, followed by the local finish time. The time intervals sit on the half hour and the hour. You can customize this on a laptop. Place your cursor on the right-hand side of the 2 zeros, backspace to delete those, type in the time you want, but don't click on the list below, otherwise that'll choose the next available 7:30 block. What you need to do is type those in and then take your cursor outside of the drop down and then click, and it should save it. We set the time zone using the drop down on the right hand side. By default it's set to London, so if you want to change that, we'll try for Berlin. Just type in the first few letters into the box, and that should pop up. You see it in the list below. You can also just scroll down the list if you want to have a look, but the easiest is just to type in the letters, and you can see that we are to London. Ignore the button saying schedule multiple events. To add your image, click on choose image, and then we want a landscape shot, ideally 1280 by 720, and a file size no bigger than 300k in dimensions. And you can use picresize.com to create that, and then click to add that, and you should see the name of the title of the image selected, and that's your image uploaded. If you've added the wrong image, click on remove image, and then you can start the process again. We're now going to add the tour location and information, the stuff that sits at the bottom of the tour listing in the box called details. And what this does is this helps the customer to find tours. So consequently, if somebody searches for tours in Italy, this will bring up all the tours we've got listed in Italy by all the guides. So it's up to you what you add here, but we'll take you through what you need to do. Event categories is the country where the tour is being filmed. So you only get into one category into this one. So you can either run down drop down list, you'll see they're organised by continent, or you can type in. So let's put in Germany. The event tags contain 2 bits of information to share with your customers. The first is the type of tour that you're offering. We have live walking tour, as live presentation, a live event, and a YouTube premiere. Please note, only use one of these 4 tags. Each have a separate meaning, so visit the page about to read through those and decide which is most suitable for your tour. The second piece of information relates to how the tour is supported. You can choose between tip supported or supported by ticket sales. And please indicate here whether pre-booking is required. Even if it's free booking for a free tour, it's a good idea to mark it here. To add your booking link, you need to click on the Configure Virtual Event button. When you do, ignore the first thing about virtual events. What we're going to go down into is adding the link URL. So right click on there, copy and paste in. Now if it's a YouTube video, just leave that as it is, and that will work straight away. If you're working on Zoom or Facebook or somewhere else. You want to use the URL to point your customers where you want them to go. So whether that's to visit your online shop, to purchase tickets, or maybe to sign up and register for a Zoom presentation. So in these circumstances, it's worth changing the boxes as watch to book tickets or register here, whatever it is that encapsulates what it is you want your customers to do. So here, for example, on Paul's sing-along tour, you scroll down to the bottom, you can see it says book tickets. You click on the book tickets and it takes you to the place where tickets can be booked. So we're making it really, really easy for your customers to follow the behaviours you're trying to set out for them. So now we can have the guide details. If you click on the box, the drop-down menu, you should see the list of the guides that runs alphabetically, so you can look through. Alternatively, you can type in to search. So search for myself, John, and there we go, John Wright comes up. Just make sure that you're aware of the name of the guide you're looking for. That needs to be their kind of brand name. So once you're sure that the guide isn't on the list, you can actually add them into the create guide. So I'll type in here Fred Blogs guide. So when you've typed in the name, click on the blue box, that'll create the new guide. Then going down, leave your event website blank. In the terms of submission, you just tick the box to say you consent to be bound by the content policies. And finally, drop down to submit events down at the bottom of the page. If you've done this successfully, colour background of the page has changed. If you look upwards, you should be able to see event submitted. Now then, this is a draft event. This is going to come to us just to check over, make sure everything works properly, then it'll go up onto the website. So don't look at the website calendar and think, oh, it's not up, I'll do it again. You don't need to do that. As long as it says on there, event submitted, then we've got it. Don't worry about adding the calendar at the bottom. That's just add to your own calendar. So again, you've done everything you need to do. We'll take it from there. Thanks.